Adventure 13, The Primordial Awakes. The primordial Megara the Inferno is stirring and must be contained. Objective: seek the ancient throne room that houses the soul of the primordial and prevent Megara from waking. So it's actually for 2 to 5 players, and I'm doing 2 players. I chose Drizzt and Buernor, and let's see, stuff is going to happen. It's the final one, so it's going to be interesting. I'll read the special rules when it gets to that time, but right now it's just we're starting on the start tile, so I should put them there. And let's see, there's 2 healing surges, and I think that's about everything that I have to read for now, except for when I start the adventure. Late one night, Buernor is woken by the ghost of a long-dead dwarf from the city of Gauntlgrim. "Help us," says a voice in his head. "The beast awakens. Gauntlgrim is besieged. The primordial Megara below the city is stirring. If it is not silenced by placing the 2 ceremonial bowls on the ancient throne, the fiery pit will erupt and destroy Neverwinter." So I think all you really need to know is that I'm looking for the broken door tile. That's the key to where all the information will be given to you. And like my previous recordings of Wrath of Ashardalon and Ravenloft, I have started with 2 heroes for the final adventure, and if you watch those, you know that it ends up where I have to end up pulling a 3rd one out because I just keep getting crushed. So let's see how well I can do, and if I can beat the streak of losing with 2 heroes. And each of the heroes start with a random treasure. So Drizzt has the Wand of Magic Missiles, and Buernor has the Potion of Healing. So I will start with Buernor, and he'll go 1-2. A common move I do is moving to the corner so I can explore either side, because in, what was it, Ravenloft, I think, was the one where I got paralyzed a ton. And that's why I do that, because if I get paralyzed, then I can still explore the other side. But anyway, this is not Ravenloft, so monster is a Goblin Cutter, so he will spawn here. And since it is a black triangle, an encounter card happens. Goblin Snare. It is a trap. So wonderful. Place Goblin Snare on your hero's tile. So right away, trigger the trap during your villain phase. Attack each hero on the trap's tile, and they become immobilized. So hey, see what I was saying? Alright. And I actually should have put the Buernor stance on him, but I messed that up. So one small mistake. Hopefully it's not as bad as the last adventure where it killed Catabrier. But anyway, so it's monster time. So Goblin Cutter, if he's within 1 tile, he moves adjacent to the closest and attacks. So 19, that's going to hit Buernor for 1. And then Goblin Snare is going to attack each of them, so Buernor. 3 and 2 is a miss. 14 and 2 is 16. That's actually going to hit Drizzt exactly. So that kind of sucks. Drizzt's stuck there. I don't think he can even do anything. So that's it for the enemies. So it's Drizzt's turn. And I am going to use, since he can't use any at-will powers, what is it? Oh yeah, I found this utility power, which I was always wondering why there was a panther figure, and it's because of the Drizzt's Ranger utility power figurine of Gwynhivar. So I want to say Guinevere, but it's not. It's Gwynhivar. So use instead of attacking, place the Gwynhivar figure adjacent to your hero. Find the Gwynhivar ally card and place it with the rest of the monster cards you control. Gwynhivar activates first in step 3 of your villain phase. So since I'm kind of stuck already, I will bring out Gwynhivar. So it spawns adjacent to him, and I got the ally card, so it's there. So he cannot explore, so mobilization goes away at the end of his hero phase. An encounter happens, place a new monster on the start tile. So monster still comes out, and it is the spider swarm. So I don't know where to put it. He's standing on the thing, so I'll put it in the dead center. And then I guess I should say Guinevere has +8 on its attack and does 1 damage, and it has 16 armor and 2 HP. And it has conditions like the bad guy cards, monster cards. So I did the encounter card. So villain phase, which is encounter card since I didn't explore. If a villain is in play, no villain. So actually Guinevere activates before all the monsters. So if it's within 1 tile of a monster, she moves adjacent to any monster within 1 tile of her and attacks that monster with a pounce. So I'm actually going to have her attack the spider swarm, since if she can kill it, then it won't have a chance to attack. And she does kill it. And I believe nobody gets experience for that, because it's Guinevere, not a hero, killing it. So that's gone. And then since the spider swarm died, no attack from it. So it is now Buenor's turn. And let's see, what are we going to have him do? Oh, I guess I could have tried to disable the trap with Drizzt. Another mistake. Great. I usually never disable, so whatever. He's going to attack Goblin Cutter. 9 and 7 is 16, and I'm going to put his stance on him because I remembered now. So 16, the Goblin Cutter is a 12, so it dies. It's gone. Draw a treasure. Bracers of Blinding Strike. Use an at-will attack power against an adjacent monster. I'll give that to Buenor so he can double attack. And then he is going to move 1, 2, and explore. So monster is Hypnotic Spirit. So no encounter card. Monsters activate. So Goblin Snare is going to... See, this one I'm not sure, because Guinevere says counts as a hero for the purpose of monster tactics, but this is a trap, so I don't know. It actually, yeah, I don't think it counts as a monster, so Goblin Snare cannot immobilize Guinevere, but will it Drizzt? Nope. So he's safe. And then Hypnotic Spirit, it's within 1 tile of a hero, moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero, so it just attacks Buenor. 8 and 6 is 14. He has an 18 defense, so it misses. So it is now Drizzt's turn. And he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move here. Because I can't remember. Well, I think he can be here and attack because they are adjacent. So I'm going to do that. I think that's how I ruled it, or that's how I'm going to play it. I remember it working, or at least my thought process was he is technically adjacent even though it's 2 different tiles. So he's going to attack him and miss, then attack again, and this time he's going to put his stance on Twinkle, and it hits for 1 damage, and that's how much life it has, so it dies. So this is gone. And then explore. Monster. This is a hunting drake. Right there. And then, oh, no, sorry, not there, here. That's where he explored. And then encounter card. Overrun. Each hero takes damage equal to the number of monsters they control. So Drizzt takes 1. And then it is the villain phase for the monsters, but Guinevere starts, so if it's within 1 tile of a monster, it's going to move and attack. Oh wow, it was on a 19 and then fell down to a 1, so it misses. And then Hunting Drake is actually going to attack Guinevere because it counts as a hero. So 4 and 8 is 12. It misses, so 2 beasts that cannot hurt each other apparently. So they're done. Back to Buenor. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think is how I want to do that. So he'll move here. I don't think it really matters which one. And he's going to attack the Hunting Drake. So 7 and 7 is 14. And he needed a 14, so it kills it. And he gets a treasure. Mask of Disguise. Your hero does not count as the closest hero. I think I'm going to give that to Drizzt because he has less HP total. And then, oh yeah, this is gone. Then Explore. Oh great, a narrow passage. And the monster is a Goblin Archer. So we're going to have to go in there and attack him because that is pretty annoying. Goblin Snare doesn't do anything. And then Goblin Archer is within 2. It attacks the closest hero with a barbed arrow, so it's attacking Buenor. 8 and 7 will miss, but it still does the damage. So it's Drizzt's turn. Oh, actually, I can use this. Wand of Magic Missiles. Choose 1 monster within 3 tiles of your hero. That monster takes 1 damage. So 1, 2, it takes a damage. Hopefully I don't regret using that too early, but it gets rid of the Goblin Archer really quick. And I get a treasure. Follow through. Deal 1 damage to 1 monster on your hero's tile. Nope. Okay, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 and explore. Dwarven statue. Monster is a Drow Duelist, so it's going to spawn here. And then, knowing encounter card, Guinevere activates, so she's going to move here and attack. 6 and 8 is 14, it's a miss. And then Drow Duelist is going to attack Guinevere. So that's a hit. Oh, this is not good. And Guinevere dies. Because it only had 2 HP. Or she only had 2 HP, so that sucks. I lost my what was it? Black, is it a cougar, I think? I don't know. It's a Black Panther. Alright, so that was the Drow Duelist, so now it's Buenor. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get him here to attack the Drow Duelist. 13 and 7 is 20. That's going to do the damage. Kills it. Draw a treasure. Bolster. Choose 1 hero. That hero either regains 1 hit point or ends a condition. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. I will let Buenor regain a hit point since he has taken 2 damage and Drizzt's only taken 1. And he's gone. So, exploring. Secret Cave. Monster is a Goblin Archer. Great. Oh, I messed up. I keep forgetting Buenor has the legendary knowledge utility power. I gotta remember to do that next turn because that'll get through the stack a little quicker. So it's going to be Goblin Snare, does nothing, and then Goblin Archer is going to attack Buenor. And 12 and 7, 19 is going to hit him for 2. Alright, so Drizzt, do I want him to go in and attack? It's probably the best thing to get rid of that stupid archer. 1, 2, 3, attack. 11 and 6 is going to kill it, so it dies. Draw a treasure. Cure potion, that's good to have. Always good to have potions. This is gone. And Secret Cave says heroes on this tile do not draw encounter cards. So since he's in the little secret cave, he does not draw the encounter card for not exploring. No monsters activate, so it's Buenor's turn. So Buenor is going to go 1, 2, 3. And then he's actually going to use Legendary Knowledge now. So look at the top 2 tiles of the dungeon stack. You can put one of those on the bottom of the stack and the other on the top. I can't put the adventure specific on the bottom. So I got a Dwarven statue and a tunnel. And the Dwarven statue is actually part of the thing, part of the story, so it goes on top. And then put the other on the bottom. And then explore. So Dwarven statue. Not a big surprise that was coming out. Draw the monster. Stalagmite, do not place a monster. Okay, and then no encounter because of the triangle. And now it's Drizzt's turn. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess the Goblin Snare would have activated. I'm just going to forget about that until I actually get back to that tile. No need to bore you with that. And I got the broken door. And here's where all the story happens. Alright, so when I reveal the broken door, the ground rumbles and elemental servants of the Primordial appear. You must capture the water elementals in the ceremonial bows to silence Megara the Inferno. The Primordial is not without defenses though, and a horrible demon materializes to stop you. When a hero reveals the broken door tile, do the following. Place the ancient throne tile next to the closest unexplored edge of the broken door. So I'm just going to put it right there to line everything up. Instead of drawing a monster card for the tile, the active hero player takes the Heir to Villain card. So, who got that? Drizzt. Alright. Takes the Heir to Villain card and places the Heir to... I don't know if it's Heir to or to. I call it, I guess it doesn't matter unless somebody corrects me. Put the Heir to Villain figure on the Ancient Throne tile. So he's going to sit right there. As a villain, Heir to acts at the start of each player's villain phase. Place one water elemental figure on the mushroom patch on each of the 2 Dwarven statues. So, water elementals spawn there. When a hero defeats a water elemental, that hero collects a filled bowl token. Place the token on the hero's card. A hero carrying a filled bowl token can place it on either square of the throne depicted on the Ancient Throne tile. To do this, so pretty much I have to end my hero phase on one of these squares, and if I have the token, I can place it on the throne. So I need to get both of them on there. Once both filled bowls tokens are on the throne, Heir to takes 5 damage. Victory. The heroes win the adventure when they place the 2 filled bowl tokens on the throne and defeat Heir to. Alright, so the biggest question, I guess, that I have reading that is it did not say who to give the cards of those 2. So, because in the setup it said to grab the water elemental cards. I am going to give each hero one of them. That makes the most sense to me. If it is ruled differently, then I guess I'm doing it wrong, but that makes the most sense in my brain. So I'm going to shift this over some so you can get the full view, and I can roll on the side there. I guess a quick summary, Heir to has 14 armor and 14 HP. So Alright, so broken door. I explored it, monster came out, and then it is since it was a triangle, no encounter card. Now the villain activates first, so if he is adjacent to a hero, he's not. If he's within one tile, he is not. He moves one tile towards the closest, so he moves one. And then water elemental, if it's adjacent, nope. If it's within one tile, yep, it's going to do a wave. So he'll move adjacent, I believe, right? Moves to the closest hero. Oh no, it just says move to the closest hero, so it's not adjacent. So he's just going to do a wave against Drizzt and miss. And then this one's going to do a wave against Buernor and miss as well. Okay, so it is Buernor's turn. This is going to move over to Buernor. So what are you going to do? You cannot... It stinks that they're so far apart. So he's going to move one that way and attack. 5 and 7 is a 12. This thing is a 12, so it hits. So it does 1 damage. And then I'm going to use the Bracers of Blinding Strike. See if I can do another damage. 8 and 7, 15. He kills it, so it dies. And he gets one of the filled bowl tokens, so putting that on his hero card. This is out of the game, and a treasure. Harrowed experience. 1 more experience point. Alright, then it is... He didn't explore, so I would get an encounter, so let's see what it is. Each hero within 1 tile of a volcanic vent takes 1 damage. I actually don't see any volcanic vents, so I will let that go through. And then Air 2 activates. He is not within 1, so he's going to move here. So he is getting close. And then the water one that was related to him is gone, so it's not going to activate. Alright, it's Drizzt's turn. So actually, Mask of Disguise says when a monster not on your... Well, I think villains are considered monster. I think that was yep, on the back of the rule book. So Mask of Disguise is fooling him. So you can actually play around and try to do something crazy, I guess. Actually, he doesn't really have anything crazy to do, so I think he's just going to move here and attack the water elemental with Icing Death and hit it for 1 damage, and then attack it again with Twinkle and kill it. So those guys are gone. Excellent. We got 2 filled bowls and a treasure. Bolster, choose 1 hero to regain a hit point or end a condition. So Buernor is going to regain a hit point. And this was supposed to move over to him because he will activate. So I think that's everything for Drizzt. So he did not explore, so an encounter card. The Juicer, it's a trap. Each hero and each monster on this trap tile takes 1 damage. Then move the Juicer marker 1 tile forward. The hero with the most hit points, or toward the hero with the most hit points. Okay, so I drew the Juicer, and I was debating on whether or not to allow it to come out or not, and I don't think I will because it's always gonna, well, I mean, okay, if I start it on this tile, it's going to activate, deal a damage to him, and then move in 1. And then, I guess, Air 2 will move in 1 as well. And then, next turn, Air 2 will move in, and then attack him, maybe? I don't know how I want to do this, but I feel like the Juicer might be more of a hindrance, especially since I need to be adjacent to him for both of the heroes. So I'm going to pay the 5 experience to get rid of it. And hopefully that wasn't a mistake. So 5 experience, that trap doesn't come out. And then it is going to be Air 2's turn to activate. He does not see Drizzt because of the Mask of Disguise, so he just moves 1. And he's there looking at Buernor. And I don't know, I guess technically, because I know the large figures are supposed to fit as best as they can on, but this is the best that he can. You can't really put him here. So I think this is going to leave this opening for Buernor to come through. I didn't realize putting Drizzt there would be a smart thing to do for that. So he just moved in 1, that's it. So it's Buernor's turn. And let's see what he can do. He's got a speed of 5. So he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and get to the throne. Or he can try to attack him twice. Yeah, let's try to attack him twice. So we'll go 1, 2, so he's adjacent. And he is going to use Notched Axe. Well, first he's going to do Potion of Healing. Might as well use that now. Give him 2 HP back. Alright, Notched Axe. 7 and 7 is 14. That's enough to hit Air 2. And I'm going to use a Power Strike token, so it does 2 damage. And then the Bracers of Blinding Strike. Lets me attack again. That's a hit. And I'm going to use Power Strike again. So another 2 damage. And then he will use his power at the end of his hero phase, take a damage to give a damage. So that's 5 damage on Air 2. Alright, so no exploring, draw an encounter. Attack each hero on your hero's tile and it will poison them. Not liking the thought of poison. And then I'd be 1 short on monster. Alright, I'm gonna let him get attacked. So, Buernor, he's poisoned. Drizzt, they're both poisoned. Alright, and then Air 2 is going to attack Buernor. Where is it? Actually, this should be, I'll put it in the middle. He is adjacent. He attacks each adjacent hero, so I think it actually will hit both of them. So, and then moves 1 tile in any direction. So he will attack Buernor first. 7 and 8 is 15. It's a miss, but it still does 1 damage. And then Drizzt. That's going to hit, but he has Twinkle, so that reduces it by 1. And then he'll move here to block them from the throne, because he knows that I guess his master or whatever is like, don't let him put the water on that throne, because I need to sit on it, and I'm a fire monster. So it is Drizzt's turn. So he's poisoned, he takes a damage. And let's see, should I use the cure potion on... It'll be risky, but I will use the cure potion on Buernor in hopes that he does not take a lot of damage, or he'll be the tank. So, man, Inspirational Strike is not that great since Buernor is, has to be adjacent, and it seems like he's going to keep jumping around, so I guess I'm just going to Icing Death. And that just does 1 damage. I'm supposed to discard that treasure. So 1 damage. And then he can attack again, so he'll attack with Twinkle. And that will hit, right? 13 and 6, yep. That'll do a damage. And he was actually supposed to move forward, because that wouldn't make sense. Alright, so he has done that. I think that's it for him, so no exploring. Encounter. Trap, volcanic fault. This trap counts as a volcanic vent tile. Trigger the trap during your villain phase. Each hero within one tile of a volcanic vent takes 1 damage. So this is a volcanic vent that is not good, so let's get rid of that. So 5 experience to get rid of that thing, because I'm fighting a boss, I don't need to deal with a trap. So it is Air 2, and he is going to attack. Oh yeah, the Mask of Disguise only counts for when monsters are moving. So yeah, he would have attacked him. I played that right. So he's going to attack Drizzt +8. 6 + 8 is 14, and that's going to miss. But a miss does a damage, and Twinkle does not prevent that, unfortunately. So that's it for him. Oh, and he gets to move 1 tile in any direction. So let's keep going back. Yes. Yeah, it's not a conditional move. So he's not going to move here to be able to get hit by him willingly. I'm going to play him a little smart. So, alright, Buenor's turn. I can't see, but you guys can. So I have him on these 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get him here. And he is going to Notched Axe. 9 and 7 is 16. He'll use a Power Strike to make that 2 damage. 1, 2. Yeah, Air 2's making this hard on them, because if they could place those water things, then it would be easy. So that was 2 damage. He gets to attack again because of the Blinding Strike bracers, and that is another hit. So 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got 10 damage on him, and Buenor is going to take a damage to give a damage due to his effect. Oh, it says on here, Air 2 can be placed over walls, but the center square must occupy a spot. So over here, his center square would have been there, so that was alright. Okay, so he did not explore, so encounter. Volcanic Spray. Each hero within 1 tile of a volcanic vent takes a damage. None on the board. So if I had left that vent, that would have been easily 2 damage done to both heroes. And then now it's Air 2's turn. So Air 2 is going to activate and attack Buenor. 10 and 8 is 18. Buenor is an 18, so it hits him for 2. And then moves 1 tile in any direction, so he'll move back here. I guess we're kind of cornering him, unfortunately. For us, because I would have liked to just put the filled bulls and kill him, but whatever. Alright, so it's now Drizzt's turn, and he is occupying these 3, so I just realized 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get him adjacent. And then he will... Oh, actually, I didn't roll for poison for Drizzt, so let's see. He would have gotten rid of it. I knew I forgot something. Alright, so he's going to Icing Death. 9 and 6 is 15, so that's a hit. So he only has 2 HP left. He's going to do... Well, he still has his stance on Twinkle. Maybe I should try the Inspirational Strike. Yeah, let's try it. See if I can kill him this way. Inspirational Strike, attack one adjacent monster. Each other hero within one tile of your hero can use an at-will power. So it's wasted on him because he can't attack anything, but... Ooh. Ooh. That hurt. So, a miss, it does 1 damage. I thought I had a reroll, but I think that was the last game that I was remembering. So, he's got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage on him. Okay, so he did double attacks, so now it is going to be counter card. Mark of a Wolf. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. He takes a damage for gaining it, and then Air 2 is going to attack him. 4 and 8 is 12. It's a miss, but I can't prevent that 1 damage, so there the miss 1 damage. And then he's going to hop, so his center is going to be right here on this open square. That's the only way to fit him on there, squeeze him in there. Okay, and he had to move because his thing says and then moves 1 tile, and that's the only way he can go. So next up is Buernor, and I think this actually is the end of, or I won't say the end unless something crazy happens, but Notched Axe, a 4 and a 7 is an 11, it's a miss, get to attack again. 11 and 7 is 18, that's going to hit him to deal the final damage. Ooh, let's roll around. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead now. Alright, so Air 2's gone. So all I have to do is place the filled bowls on the throne. The only problem is, well, there's not really too much of a problem. I've got 2 healing surges. So let's see, he attacked, so he can still move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, just enough. So he ends his hero phase and places one of them right there. Okay, so villain phase, he did not explore, so in counter card, choose 1 hero, attack each hero and each monster on that hero's tile. I'll choose Buernor, since he has a lot of HP. 3 and 7 is a 10, so it misses him. And then no monsters. Well, the Goblin Trap, which nobody's near anymore. And then it is, what's his name's turn? Drizzt. And let's see, 1, 2, the end. So he places his filled bowl, and I think I probably forgot to read something. Or did I read that thing? Yeah, I already did read that. So, victory. The heroes win the adventure when they place the 2 filled bowl tokens on the throne and defeat Air 2. So, that is it. That was the Legend of Drizzt. Man, I really feel like that was easy. I don't think I messed anything up. I did the setup correctly. I think I just got really lucky that, what was it, the broken door was like right after the Dwarven statue. And plus I used that ancient knowledge. That helped as well to get rid of a tile. So I actually did really good rolls yeah, my rolls were really, really good this time. So I beat my streak of having to replay it multiple times to get, and then add a hero to win. So yeah, that was Legend of Drizzt. And I don't know if you watched everything or not, but thank you for watching. I guess I should probably give some thoughts on it. I know this one I felt was definitely easier than the other 2. I think, what is it? Ravenloft was the hardest one, and then Ashardalon is the second hardest, and then this is the third hardest, or the easiest, however you want to say it. This is definitely the easiest, especially Drizzt. I know when I first played him, I thought he was really good, because you get to do 2 attacks in 1 turn, and there was nothing like that in the other sets. So a lot of these heroes are really good. Like Buernor just does an automatic damage if he takes a damage and is adjacent. I mean, that's putting a damage on the board. That could like take a monster out. and then like the stances and all that stuff that helps buff things and protect you. I feel like this, all that stuff made it an easier game compared to the other ones. But I still liked it. I know I made plenty of mistakes over all the adventures. That was mostly due to moving around and stuff, because I moved a couple times and had to space these out and play when I can. So I finally got to finishing it all. And then what was the last thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, so the story for this one was really cool because it all kind of tied together. The only thing that I feel is lacking is the end story. Like, I defeated it, so I wish they would have gave like a little blurb about, oh, the demon is sealed. Since I defeated Airtu, the Primordial wouldn't come out or whatever. So I feel like there is a little bit lacking in the story. I guess since it's D&D, if you're with a group of people, you can make stuff up and like roleplay and all that stuff. I haven't really done any of that before, so I don't know. I was just goofing around a little bit when I could and when I thought of it. So other than that, I was just playing. I will say, after playing 3 of these, for me, it's starting to get a little repetitive, but I'm not sure if that's just because I've been playing solo, or if it's because I played 3 of these and the system is the same. It's just like you're putting different skins on it, I guess, and difficulties as well. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I feel kind of done with the system. It's a great system to teach people how to do dungeon crawls. Like, to start out, it's very simple, like easy to teach and things like that, easy to understand. So it's a great entry point into co-ops. Like, you're not overwhelmed with all the different things like armor and equipment and weapons and upgrades and all that stuff, which I enjoy because I've played a lot of co-ops. So going from like a co-op with all that stuff back to more of a basic one, it's kind of lacking to me. But as a beginner's co-op, I think it's an excellent way to teach people. So I will stop rambling. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. Check out all of our other videos, and until next time, see you later.